All right. So at this point, we will turn the mic over to Nate here. So let me unmute you. Okay, Nate, I think you are in the mix. You're up.
Hello. Charles, thank you very much for getting this together. I also just wanted to thank everybody for coming together. I think in these times of what I would have been doing with a quarantine situation just a couple of years ago, and it's not a pretty picture. And while there are still days that I can spend gorging food and Netflix, it's right now it's a lot better than I could have imagined, thanks to my recovery and the people that have come together to help me. And this is like that, people coming together. So I really appreciate all of you and have a lot of gratitude and good job to the people who have gone so far. I really enjoyed the scene and hearing about your story, Dee. I've got some videos to share, so I don't know if this is going to work for people who are on their phones. I apologize. There is a way for me to pull up my screen and make that what you're seeing, but it screws up the sound and chops up the video, so it makes it counterintuitive. So I'm going to share a link to the video in the chat right now, and this is going to be an interactive experience, which again might exclude people depending on what device you are on, but we'll go with whoever can do so. I'm going to share a link to the video, and then it's a 3-minute video, so I'll give a little bit of a break afterwards, but as soon as the video is done, go into the chat and write a line. It doesn't have to be long, doesn't have to be anything. Just write a line that you feel after having watched the video. So I'll share that link now. Mute myself and give you a couple minutes to watch that, and then as soon as you're done and it looks like everybody has shared their line, we're gonna have a community writing experience here. So enjoy.
There wasn't so much to say, nor such inclination towards an artifice for saying. We were a quiet people, by way of word. Expression was subtle, and seldom a necessity for its own sake. We did not take every fleeting feeling reportable, every thought translatable, every occurrence noteworthy. I didn't need encapsulate in breath and sound what was not breath and sound. The wind blows. Why need I blow about it? The mountains are beautiful because they are, by sight, themselves beheld in beauty if you just look. Why need I assault your ears with sound? How is that the same as the mountain's beauty? How can I hope to put that on my tongue? How can what the world does of its own find equivalence in words? It cannot. They cannot compare. They are a crumb of dust on the floor at the foot of a great table of the vast banquet, more fit, appetizing, satiating than one life can hope to engorge. I am ill-parted to add anything. I am a monkey shouting obscenities. Let your heart listen. The earth is always communal. Let your body join. Pay no attention to what people say. It is trap and invention all.
So I believe that should have been enough time for some people. Some people might still be watching that I got through the video. If you could write a line of feeling, not a comment about the video, but create some words in the chat. Whenever you're done. Thank you for the comments from people. I definitely think that those were some of the feelings at the place the video was coming from. The poem, I wrote the words. Oh, nice. Hunter just wrote a really nice line. The universe ennobles, we are as gods. Yeah, this is the sort of thing that I had more in mind for writing down a line, what Hunter's just wrote down, instead of comments about the videos. The secret that I was gonna go for was that each of us writing a line at a time would have created a communal poem. Nice, D. We're here to appreciate. Oh my gosh. I'm gonna give just a couple more seconds to see if anybody else writes lines or understands what's going on here. These last three are the sort of thing that I was hoping for, lines. Great. Thank you, everyone. I realized that might have been some people were left out by the technology, not allowing you to watch. That is what I'm working on more so right now, is videos. And I apologize for somebody not being able to take part in this, but I'll go back and read the lines that work. Thank you for everybody who said some words. Agane. Yeah. Technical difficulties. I'm going to read these 5 lines together that are the sorts of lines that, yeah, this is a line by line reading of the poem that people just wrote together. I feel small but also massive. The universe ennobles. We are as gods. We are here to appreciate. The universe is enough. Small but massive, air and dust. We are magic. I want my own Mac Pro back. That last line was a joke, but I think those lines just went really nicely together. So thank you everybody for writing, because especially that word enough. There's a line in a Walt Whitman poem that to be with those I like is enough. I've realized that to be with those I like is enough. And I don't know too much poetry. I've been doing poetry for a few months now, but that line really stuck out to me, especially as an addict. The word enough at the end of the line, I think, is one of the most beautiful words I have encountered in poetry. And it makes sense that as an addict, just the feeling like something is enough is a really great feeling to rest with. And so, Janet, I really liked your line. I liked everybody's lines, but that word enough in your line, Janet, is one of my favorites. To wrap this up, that piece that I shared, and sharing pieces in general, is a huge part of my recovery, because I have to own who I am and my perspective. Somebody mentioned something about being an introvert, Janet. I'll have to comment about feeling this way as an introvert. And I know that I turn to substances or avoiding people or all kinds of habits for dealing with my own emotions, because I have a hard time accepting who I am and what I want to share. And so art is an act that helps me stay sober by reaching towards others as I am with what I have to say. I often was the person who wanted to get out on the hills or the back patios of parties away from the noise and smoke cigarettes for 5 hours straight and just talk about the kinds of things that people didn't like to talk about until they were inebriated. And I can remove the inebriation and the parties and still keep the part that is important to me, which is that communal kind of dropping below surface level of coming together that I particularly enjoy through communication. And so my art is a huge part of that, and I appreciate the opportunity to do it here. And thank you everybody for sharing their beautiful lines. And I look forward to seeing who's next.
Thank you so much, Nate, for sharing that and sharing that fun activity too.